Hello everyone, Magnus here for another episode of Mario Kart Double Dash with the beautiful Faye.
Hello everybody, I hope everything's been going alright for you lately. Things have been going alright for us, haven't they, Magnus?
They certainly have.
Well, for a start, Magnus has got a new ball pit gaming chair.
Battle
Ball,
yes.
He's got a new Battle Ball gaming chair because the old one was getting a little bit south and he's doing a bit of work from home nowadays, so we need him to be comfortable, don't we, my love?
Yes. So I got myself a new Battle Ball chair, and look, I'll sort of try to... you can see it. It's right here, behind me. New Battle Ball gaming chair.
Yeah,
grab your controller.
As an early Christmas gift from yours truly. And that's
she spoils me.
And that's not all we've been up to, folks. You may not know this, but Magnus Tsunami Gaming is extremely low budget. I think
very low budget.
Or maybe no budget would be the
no budget
thing would be loved. So he does have a decent gaming chair and a desk, and we had one of those old crappy black cube things that you get from
like Kmart or the reject
Ikea
shop
or Woolworths, or
just your run-of-the-mill hardware shop.
Yeah, so we had that under his gaming desk, and to bring you this content, he used to have to crawl under the desk and plug everything in and put in the games, and if something went wrong, he's having a hell of a time, and he'd swear and he's cursing. He's El Gato or El Cato, or I don't know. It sounds like some mad Mexican burrito dish runs away or doesn't stay plugged in and the monitor goes off or something. It's quite dreadful. So in the end, we invented this little idea to make some shelves, which hopefully we'll get to show you in the future.
We will.
That stand around and above the desk. So now all the game machines are all eye height, so you can see them all and plug them in easy, and it's got little slots so the cords don't hang over the telly, and little trays underneath for the game controls to go in, and Magnus done a wonderful job of painting it all
characters, Bob.
Bright retro colours.
Yeah, we'll definitely show you that. Is it working?
No.
For fuck's sakes.
Yeah. All these bright retro colours to
try that.
To reflect like retro gaming style, because that's what we really like, is retro gaming style. And yeah, it's just been good, it's helped him out a lot, and it's nice to do something for your partner, and especially since I thought it up and bought all the wood and made the basic frames, and I was trying to hide it from him, but I had no hope. So then when he found out, he got stuck into making it, but I was like, the only condition is you paint it. And in our house, we like things which are bright and colourful, because...
Oh, yeah.
I think as a couple, we lived in the darkness for a little while, and we don't want to keep doing that,
And plus, it's nice to have a nice, bright and colourful house.
Yeah.
Don't want to have boring greys and blacks and just...
And if that's your thing, well, good on you, but it's not quite ours, because you have, like...
We have style.
Yeah, we have style, and because we were the outcast kids, maybe dark colours featured a bit too much in our youth, so we're trying to get away from that for a while.
Jesus, just got bowled over. Faye basically went and bought all the wood from a hardware shop we have here in Western Australia called Bunnings. Not sure, do other states in Australia have Bunnings other than Western Australia?
Yeah, and I don't know what they have in like other countries, like if in the US, Home Depot or something, I suppose. It's just like one of those places with wood and sinks and plants and soil and
kitchenware.
And all the crap under the sun where you tend to go in wanting one thing and come out with 20.
Oh no! You got a lightning, use it.
How do I use them again?
This one, that one, X.
The X, the top one.
No, that one right there.
No. Yeah, so oh no. You see what I get for gabbing off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the condition was he painted it a bright colour, so hopefully you will get to see that on one of our
vlogs or something.
Yeah, on our next videos, which we're probably going to...
You want to restart?
Nah, there's no restarts in life, so we'll just get on with it, eh?
That's fair enough.
So yeah, you'll probably get to see it hopefully in our next video, because we want to do something like we've just bought a Sega Master System, haven't you, hon?
Yeah, well, it was actually, I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
I went to, well, where I work, which is in the heart of the Perth city, or as we call it, Perth CBD, which is the central business district, which is basically the city, like the heart of Perth, Western Australia. Yeah. There's a cash converters. Now, if you're not familiar with cash converters, it's a place where you basically... It's a hog shop, yeah, like a pawn shop. Yeah. You can get loans there, you can sell stuff, you can buy stuff. But it's not like those ones that you see on the TV, like pawn shop. You can't just go there and hock stuff or whatever and get millions for it. It's just your average everyday pawn shop.
Yeah, it's really low budget, right? So
I went in there and I saw a Sega Master System 2nd generation for 150 with 4 games and a controller. And I thought, great, this is a bargain. So I grabbed it. Now, the only issue with that was because it only has RF. Now, for those who are familiar with what RF is, it's just an antenna plug. You can't plug anything else into it, unfortunately. So I had to look up a guide online how to modify it. And now it is modified so you can connect the red, white, yellow plugs into it. And Faye loves R-Type and lots of...
She did a great job, love.
Yeah. Faye likes games like R-Type and Golden Axe and all your old school, arcade games.
Yeah.
So Faye wants to do a short series, or we want to do a short series, because all those old school games, they were really hard. You only got 3 lives, you didn't get any continues, there were no cheats.
No second chances.
No nothing.
And sometimes if you did get a life in the game, you bloody earned that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like today, and even when you played games at the arcade, even if you put your money in, you still couldn't start from where you were sometimes,
Yeah. So
yeah.
The games in the arcades back then, I swear, if kids didn't have a lot, they'd only get a certain amount of plays, and you either got really good really fast, or you were just tough out of luck.
Yeah, or that's where most of pocket money went, didn't it, love?
Oh yeah, you come home and be like, little Timmy went to the arcade, comes home. So little Timmy, what did you spend your money on the arcade at? What did you spend your money on? The arcade, Mum. And have you got anything to show for it? No, Mum. So he'd probably hang his head dejectedly, all sad because he didn't even get any prizes or anything.
Yeah, poor Tim's been washing cars for a week, or doing the dishes, or feeding the dog, or putting out the laundry just to blow it on the pennies.
Just the pinball machines.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and the games of old.
So that's the stuff we grew up with. When the arcades were really popular, and those machines, the arcade machines. And look, they still have things like that, but they're not as common as they used to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all quite unforgiving, that type of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Use your shells. Oop, I'm watching your screen. I should be watching my own screen.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help you, because I care about you and I want you to win.
Yeah, because it's games like R-Type. I was raised on R-Type. It's one of my personal favourites, and Magnus actually found it for me.
Yeah. Well, I found it, and she's like, "Did you get R-Type?" I'm like, "Actually, I did." And she's like, "Oh, good one, Bubby." So I'm like, "Thanks."
And if anyone knows what R-Type is, it's a spaceship, and you get a probe in front, and the probe shoots, and you go through all these different worlds, and it's actually, it's extremely hard.
It is. And they made those games extremely hard back in the day, but not just to annoy people, but because they had to keep the kids and all those people engaged, otherwise they'd get bored.
Yeah, it had to be challenging, didn't it?
I mean, you look at the Sega Master System, the games that came out with it are like Transbar and like Secret Command and Enduro Racer, and there were some really good games on the Sega Master System. Honestly, like it did really well for its time, and I like Sega. I was really sad that they actually didn't do so well. Unfortunately, the Dreamcast was their last console, and it was really ahead of its time. And unfortunately, it didn't have the support it needed, and it failed miserably. And it was ahead of its time. It had internet connectivity and online support and all this, and it flopped majorly. It wasn't anything to do with the hardware itself. It was just there wasn't enough support from the developers or the software. So unfortunately,
and they've gone under now, haven't they, love?
No, Sega still makes games, but they don't make consoles anymore. So they still publish games,
okay.
Like Sonic and some other stuff. I don't know what else they do, but there's a lot more than just Sonic.
Well, I can remember when I was young and I was working for a company called Time Zone, which is an amusement arcade in Australia. They used to make the cabinets for Sega Rally and Daytona.
Nice, you came fourth.
And the guy who used to make them for our company, Leisure I'd wanted exclusive rights to the software so they could make all the cabinets and make a profit, and Sega wouldn't do that for them. So
Bowser's Castle.
So Leisure and Allied ceased their thing with Sega, and then after that Leisure and Allied basically went a lot downhill, and now it's all prize redemption. It's not really anything special. You may get the odd arcade style game, but they're so few and far between, which is a real shame, because that used to be a big part of a lot of people's childhoods, was going to the arcade on the weekend and spending your pocket money or trying to scam the attendants and say that something was broken in your game.
Oh dear, Bob.
Which
falling off the lava
happened to me
a lot.
fair bit.
But yeah, so Faye and I want to relive some of our childhood memories by playing the Sega Master System. So we're going to be doing what's called like a Sega Master Challenge. We haven't decided on the name yet because, well, it's hard to come up with a really catchy name.
Sega Saga, maybe?
Yeah, we were thinking Sega Saga, but we don't know yet. But anyway, so basically we're going to be playing as far as we can, or, until we die. And then I swap it over to Faye, so you'll actually get to see Faye behind the camera by herself without me. Yeah,
and a bit of the old button mashing, like that seemed to be super popular in those games. Like today on the Switch, we were playing the Turtles.
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Yeah,
I bought the Cowabunga collection on the Nintendo Switch. And we got frustrated playing that game, didn't we?
Gee, it was dreadful, and I don't know how we did it. Like one of my kids.
Oh dear.
Like, imagine pumping your coins into that. It'd just be like, you'd be washing dishes for a week for about 5 minutes of play, I reckon, hon?
By the time you've finished all your lives, you'd be like, where'd all my quarters go?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have even gotten past the first level. All your coins would have been gone, and you'd feel gypped as a kid.
Yeah, I reckon.
So, I swear, like, some of the claw games, they're rigged, or they're really extremely hard, or very slim chances to win.
Well, when I was working for the arcade, they used to run them on a percentage rate, and I think the percentage was a 20% payout back then.
Yeah, right.
And we're talking like 30 years ago, so it was a long time ago.
Who got you? You got hit by a shell, I didn't know who hit you.
Yeah, they got shelled. Green shelled.
They don't like you, do they, Bob?
No.
Poor Bobby. Poor darling. And there is some exciting news on the horizon, but shall we reveal that at a later stage and keep them guessing? Yes,
maybe.
We will. Yeah, maybe. We'll keep it.
Yeah, it's
it's very exciting.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting, and it's been in the works for a long time. Like Magnus and myself have been together for a couple of years now. We have a deep love for each other.
We do.
Like, he's definitely my soulmate. I don't know if I've loved anyone like I do Magnus.
I love you so much, Bob.
And
and Faye is awesome. She looks after me. She's very supportive of all of my hobbies like acting and gaming, And, you know, all of this, everything that I do, you know, with work and life and hobbies, like, she's the one that came up with the idea of building the gaming shelving that is now surrounding my desk. And she saw how frustrating it was for me having to crawl under the desk and turn on my consoles. So out of the love of her, from her heart, she wanted to build this for me. So all of this was built from her heart, out of love for me, just to make my life better. Now, if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and I just made it up for him, and you know, we've got a few personal goals in life, like everyone else. You know, you don't want to just be stagnant or have to. You know, you just want to improve. Like, we want to
get a bigger house together.
Yeah, and like this little YouTube station's not really going to pay for anything. It's more just because we love it and it's a bit of fun. Like, it's not done for nothing. We're not monetized, you know.
Exactly.
We've got no sponsors. Like, sometimes I don't even know if people really watch, do they, hun?
Look, it doesn't matter if they do or not. You know, we do this for the love and we do this for the fun. You know, if we get popular and we're able to monetize my channel, that'd be great. You know, and we do love your support. We really do, and Faye appreciates all the love and support that she gets. So I always say I hope you guys love her, because she's not going anywhere. She's going to be in my life for a very long time. You know, she makes me happy.
Yeah, well, that's the plan, isn't it, Mags?
Yeah, that's it. So, and she's even going to be behind the camera by herself, so get used to that.
Yeah, that's scary. So if it's a bit wobbly-dobbly...
Please forgive her.
Or I'm shitey. Nice. Hey, at least I got 6. That's better than last.
Hell yeah. Got one more course.
One more course.
Which is the rainbow one, but careful because you can fall off a lot.
Okay, that sounds like me all over, doesn't it, really?
Some of the parts have rails, some of them don't. Don't press start until it says start. Now. Oh, sometimes you get a boost when it says start, if you hit it right.
Okay.
Also be careful because they can bump you off. So try to avoid them and try to avoid falling off.
Yeah.
Oof. Colours look really washed out in this. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they do too.
Ooh.
Actually, that was the thing about the Ninja Turtle game, was it all blended in, like...
Oh,
like you couldn't see what the hell... floor and green turtles and... Yeah.
Oh, and you couldn't tell up from down, you couldn't tell left from right, and you just got bombarded by enemies. It was just crazy. Like, you couldn't even take a second to breathe at all.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just fell into space.
Ah, crap, so did I.
And again.
And again. Oh, almost. I got back on course somehow. I almost fell off, and then I fell back on. How does that work?
And as Mags was saying to me yesterday or the day before, I think, that PlayStation 3, which is what I've got, which is what I'm used to playing like generally before I met Mags and we got together and that, I had one, and
she still has it.
Got it. And that's what, 1 year away from being retro, is
yeah, in 2024 apparently the PlayStation 3 will technically be a retro gaming console. How crazy is that?
Imagine that, eh?
It just goes to show how fast technology becomes obsolete.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if they're still updating them, hun. Do we know yet?
No, I haven't. We're going to be playing that later. No, we haven't plugged it in, or you know, the controllers need to be charged. Although Faye's got some really good games on there, like Dark Souls and you know,
Demon Souls,
and Batman Arkham Asylum,
Rage.
Oh, she's got some really good ones in Call of Duty,
Modern Warfare.
Everyone loves a bit of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, like I'm big on those first-person shooters and stuff like that. Well, I used to be. I used to love a lot of Resident Evil.
So Faye isn't really into racing. That's why she's not doing so well. And I've loved racing games from, you know, well, I used to play Project Gotham Racing and Forza Motorsports and Need for Speed, and Faye was there playing shoot 'em up games and Resident Evil and Dark Souls. So Faye likes those sorts of things, and you love really dark stuff, don't you?
Yeah,
There was a really interesting game that I saw on the Nintendo Switch. Actually, it was called The Cult of Lamb.
Yeah.
And it seemed like
you got to play that sample, didn't you?
Yeah, there was like a little demo that you got to play, and you get to be this lamb and basically form your own little cult, and it's a pretty interesting concept, you know. Like it's not something I would normally play, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like one of my favourite games used to be Devil May Cry. Was a bit of a ripper as well.
Yeah. I think one game I would love to try, and I think it would be right up your alley, Faye, is Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Because I think it's like held in the Wild West, and you go around, I'm not sure as an outlaw or what, but it's about like shooting and gangs, and I don't know actually the story behind it, but if you'd like to see us play games like that, hey, leave us a comment. You know, we'd love to try games like that, because we are interested in things such as that. Hey, Faye.
Yeah, of course, love.
I mean, I don't see Faye playing Overwatch because, I don't know, she's not really into PC gaming, but you would give it a go, wouldn't you, Faye?
Yeah, I'd maybe have a crack. I'm not sure what it's even like. Like, I used to love Command and Conquer on PlayStation 1.
Oh, Command and Conquer, wasn't that a great game?
Yeah, that used to be one of my faves. Back in the day when you had a link cable in between two PlayStation 1s, and you got your own TV each. And
wasn't those back in the day simpler times, eh?
Yeah, so you back to back the TVs, and you just sit there, and we used to have a couple of beers and whatever else we were doing that was silly at that time, and play it for hours, like
bottle of Coke and some pizza.
Yeah, you get your little ore trucks out, like cream in the fields, and then you'd nuke them, and
build up a massive army of tanks and everything. Bloody hell, there was heaps of crap over the finish line.
Yeah, we used to love that. So
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying to you guys out there who are watching, you know, make some suggestions. Tell us what you'd like to see us play, because we're open-minded. We won't, you know, we'll give it a try if we can. You know, bear in mind we're limited to what consoles we've got. So myself, I've got a Master System, a Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, the Wii U, and Switch, and Faye has her PlayStation 3. So, you know, those are the games that we can, or those are the consoles we can use, and we both have computers each, but I don't know how we would go with recording, but we certainly will give it a try.
Yeah.
So, let us know, you know, that's the sort of things that we like to do, and I mean, I do get limited time with Faye because she's a FIFO worker, or if you're not sure what that means, like fly in, fly out worker. She does mining, and you're a machine operator, aren't you, Faye?
Yeah, I operate loaders and bulldozers and all that type of stuff, because
so it's hard work.
Yeah, and it's long hours and get really tired, but it is a good roster, and yes, it's good money, but contrary to popular belief, you actually work for that money. You work really hard. It's so tiring, but we want to get somewhere, don't we, Mags?
Yeah.
And we've got something coming up in future, like there's a play on my life in the next fortnight, where this local director is doing a bit of a play about how I come to be Faye and all the hard bits of that, and we are thinking like about our relationship on another level.
Leveling up our relationship.
Yeah, we're having to level up, aren't we, bub?
Alright, well, we'll leave it at that for tonight. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and as always, stay awesome, stay safe, and stay splash-tastic. Night all.
Night, guys.